This is exactly right.
Get into the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event and get away with a deal so right, it almost feels wrong.
Right now, you can get great deals on Hyundai's most popular models,
including the adventure-ready SUVs like the Hyundai Santa Fe or Santa Fe Hybrid and the Tucson or Tucson Hybrid.
Plus, there's the bold and stylish Elantra loaded with the latest tech.
Or go all-electric with the Ioniq 5 or the Ioniq 9.
So get down to your local Hyundai dealer and get away with a deal you'll love during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Visit HyundaiUSA.com for details.
Goodbye. Capture your favorite summer feeling with Pandora Jewelry.
Discover a collection inspired by the sunshine, freedom, and moments that make the season unforgettable.
From sun-kissed metals to personalized pieces ready to be engraved with your summer mantra.
Each design moves with you from beach days to golden nights and every memory in between.
Shop Pandora Jewelry's new summer collection in-store or online at pandora.net and let your summer unfold. Goodbye.
Summer is for adventures, road trips, and adding a whole lot of miles to your car.
That's why it's worth stopping at Valvoline Instant Oil Change first.
Their trained techs help you get road trip ready with an oil change and an 18-point maintenance check included with every oil change, checking your tire pressure, wipers, lights, and more.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change techs complete over 270 hours of training, so your car's in capable hands.
Best part? You can stay in your car and you're in and out in about 15 minutes.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Change wisely.
Goodbye.
Hello.
And welcome
to My Favorite Murder,
the Minisode,
where we read you your stuff.
Your emails. You send them to us.
Thank you.
It's such a great setup. You want me to go first?
You go first, yeah.
Okay. This says, crazy diving survival story. And then in parentheses, it says lighthearted.
Oh my God. I'm already sweating. Diving.
Yeah.
Scares the shit out of me. Okay.
I don't understand it.
I don't either.
Okay. Hiya, MFM fam. I've basically been listening to your podcast nonstop since I found you last year and am almost caught up.
Wow.
I was listening to a minisode where you guys got on the topic of riptides and water vortexes, and I decided that this was the time to write in. And then in parentheses, it says, there have been so many times I've considered doing so before, but didn't for one reason or another. When I was a teenager, our family went on vacation to Hawaii. For one of our activities, we scuba dived in those lava tubes underneath a volcano, which I'm like, what? I didn't know that was a thing you could do. And then it says, picture swimming into a cave, but having the cave then wrap all around you, which is like, that's called a nightmare. I don't want to picture that.
That is a horror movie.
That is. Okay, so it says, so our group was swimming through this one tube, we'll call it Tube A, in an endeavor to see a ghost shrimp that lived at the back of the tube.
Not worth it. No. Go to a fish market and look around.
Picture a shrimp with a sheet over it and two eyes cut out. And then their little antennas coming out of the holes. Yeah. It was all cool fun and games, swimming down this tube, seeing all this wildlife. I ditched my mom and I went to find my dad and sister who were lazily floating along in the back. After deciding they were boring, I began to try to swim back toward the ghost shrimp when all of a sudden a wave on its way back out to sea caught me and pulled me into this connecting tube. I was scraping my hands along the walls trying to stop myself because I was certain that this was going to end badly. So the current thinks this is funny and does it a few more times until I'm literally bawling into my mask, raking my hands along the wall, trying to get a grip, all while envisioning the current forcing me back against the wall and my tank somehow exploding. And then in parentheses, it says, I was a dramatic teenager. And then it says, finally, I was able to claw my way back to steady water and found my mom still crying about my near-death experience. My mom's trying to understand why I'm so upset while I watch the rest of our group swim into my death tube. Then to my embarrassing astonishment, our dive instructor simply stands up.
What?
My embarrassment will never be matched. I was simultaneously relieved and somewhat enraged at the fact that all I had to do during my dance with death was stand the fuck up. I was so embarrassed, but luckily I could hide it with the ocean. My favorite line of all time, hide your embarrassment with the ocean. So this whole time, if I just relaxed, I probably would have realized that I could touch the seafloor and just stand up. So that's my story warning about the dangers of panicking. I'm very grateful to both of you for the community you created and how you make it safe for me to feel any and every manner of feeling. Thank you for speaking out for those whose voices have been silenced. We need people like you with a platform like yours to speak the words that make the difference. Wow, thank you.
I know.
Fondly, Olivia. I love Olivia's story so much. It's so classic, like
so dramatic.
Yeah, it's the ocean and a cave. So it's not an illogical thing to be like, oh, this is it. No. Like, I'm done for. But then it's like, always remember, the ground is underneath you.
The panicking will never give you a clear answer as to what to do next, unfortunately, because it's like the easiest thing to do is panic.
It's automatic.
Right?
Yeah.
It's so annoying. They're like, no, calm down.
That one hit. Yeah, did it hit your? Let's all just exhale out the panic.
Listen, as a panicker, as a known panicker, this one's called Go to Museum Jail. And it just starts ad lib, clever intro here. In Minisode 268, you asked for stories about breaking obvious rules in a museum. It just so happens that during my undergrad, I did a series of internships in small local museums. How fun. The story takes place in a county historical center housed in a New England jail. The original jail was made of wood and was built in 1792, but because a wood cell block was problematic, think bugs, cold, and easy escape, it was upgraded to granite in 1858. The original wooden cells remain in the upstairs portion of the jail, but they have been repurposed into rooms that contain exhibits of non-jail related local history. The basement/dungeon contained the modern iron and granite cells, so the ones built in 1858. The cell doors were fully functioning, but were a pain in the ass to unlock, so we kept the cell doors open and added signs that said, all caps, do not close the cell doors. Because the locking mechanism would engage as soon as the door was closed. Despite this warning, visitors would often try to close themselves in the cells for the locked up photo op.
Of course.
Yeah. Museum staff would usually be able to stop amateur photographers before they incarcerated themselves, but one afternoon, I failed in my duty to protect visitors from their own stupidity. A family of 3 was visiting the museum, and while I was answering questions from the mother, the father and about 8-year-old son were walking around the cells. Suddenly, the mother and I heard a distinct clank, followed by an oh fuck, coming from the father. The father told me that the son closed himself in the cell, and it's an absolute lie because those were heavy-ass iron doors, but whatever. Blamed it on the son. And the son was freaking out. Remember that doors were a pain and they asked to open? Well, this time, nobody working in the museum that day could get the door to open. So we had to call a locksmith. In a cruel twist of fate, the local locksmith was off duty that day and his shop was being managed by his apprentice who was inexperienced with 17th century locks. Like, yeah.
Everybody is. Everybody living today is inexperienced with them, I think.
And this poor kid is losing his fucking mind. And he got blamed. We ended up calling the curator for another local historical society to come down and open the cell doors and eventually remove the locking mechanisms from all the cell doors.
Smart.
After all was said and done, the kid did about 2 hours of hard time. The father learned a valuable lesson about reading signs and following basic instructions. And I learned how to remove a lock from a 17th century jail cell. Stay sexy and don't lock yourself in jail, Jacob.
Thank you, Jacob. Because seriously, people don't read signs anymore and they don't give a shit about like why somebody would have. The necessity to put up a sign indicates that there's a problem that you need to know about, as opposed to like, no, I just want to do my thing. Where it's like, but no, because the thing you're going to do, there's going to be a problem.
It doesn't relate to me. These rules don't relate to me.
Yeah, it's just me and my son. We're cool. And it's just like, well, I wish they were both in there.
No, they both were. The dad and the son.
Oh, sorry. I thought the kid was freaking out because he was by himself.
Oh, no, I think they were both.
Wait, do you remember, did you ever take a tour of Alcatraz and they put you into the...
I have a photo of my dad from that time in one of the cells with a grim, like doing a mean grimace scowl.
But don't they also put you into solitary confinement for like 1 minute?
I can't imagine they do that anymore. I don't remember that part.
Remember it, but maybe it was, because they just put you in and like, check this out, shut the door, we'll put you in for 1 minute. And then it's like, there are people who spent 3 years in this or whatever, where it's like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Capture your favorite summer feeling with Pandora Jewelry.
Discover a collection inspired by the sunshine, freedom, and unforgettable moments that make the season so special.
Whether you're planning a weekend getaway, gathering with friends, or simply soaking up every sunny day, Pandora Jewelry offers meaningful pieces designed to celebrate your unique story.
From sun-kissed metals that catch the light beautifully to personalized pieces ready to be engraved with your summer mantra, every detail is crafted to help you express yourself with confidence and style.
Explore charms, bracelets, rings, necklaces, and more, thoughtfully designed to complement every adventure and occasion.
Each design moves with you, from beach days and road trips to rooftop dinners, golden nights, and every memory in between.
Layer your favorite looks, mark life's meaningful moments, and create lasting reminders of a season you'll never want to forget.
Find the pieces that reflect who you are and where this summer takes you.
Shop Pandora Jewelry's new summer collection in-store or online at pandora.net and let your summer unfold.
Goodbye. This podcast is brought to you by Squarespace.
Every successful small business starts with someone saying, I wonder if people would actually buy this.
Squarespace gives you everything you need to find out.
From consultations to events and experiences, you can showcase your skills with a customizable website designed to attract clients and grow your business.
With Squarespace's collection of cutting-edge design tools, anyone can build a beautiful, professional online presence that perfectly fits their brand or business.
Get paid on time with professional invoices and online payments. Plus, streamline your workflow with built-in appointment scheduling and email marketing tools.
Head to squarespace.com/murder for a free trial.
And when you're ready to launch, use offer code MURDER to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
Goodbye.
Buying clothes is easy. That's why everyone's always doing it.
But finding clothes you actually want to wear is the hard part.
Get all your favorite elevated essentials at Quince.
Quince specializes in effortless, high-quality essentials like ultra-soft organic cotton and premium Mongolian cashmere sweaters. They're beautifully tailored and built to last. And it's not just apparel. Quince also brings that same everyday elevation to everything they offer, from hotel-quality bedding and bath to kitchen staples, essentials, and thoughtfully designed furniture.
They work directly with ethical factories, so you're paying for quality, not brand markup.
It's so true that they have wonderful items that aren't just clothes. I have like 3 of their 100% mulberry silk pillowcases. I've bought throws from there. I've bought bedding from there. And it is just as great quality as their clothes and super affordable.
Upgrade your everyday.
Download the Quince app for app-exclusive offers or go to quince.com/MFM. Get free shipping on your order and 365-day returns.
Now available in Canada and the UK too.
QUINCE.com/MFM.
Goodbye. Now we're going to take another hard left.
Okay.
In this podcast car of ours. It says holiday fun. And then I'm not going to read the rest because it gives it away. Okay. Greetings, MFM team. In the spirit of Christmas. Look, our inbox is very full. Alejandra's doing an amazing job of processing all these emails.
Yeah. We get to them when we get to them. It's,
It's March. We're only 3 months behind. In the spirit of Christmas, I wanted to share a family story of holidays past. When I was a kid, around age 8 or so, we went to visit my grandparents in Ohio for the holidays, as usual. One afternoon, my mom and I decided to bake some Christmas cookies. We preheated the oven, mixed up the dough, and measured out spoonfuls onto the cookie sheets. Then we smelled smoke. Unbeknownst to us, my aunt had been proofing a loaf of bread in the empty oven, and the towel covering it had caught fire.
Oh, geez.
My mom quickly instructed me to fetch my grandma from the den where she was watching football with an assortment of my aunts and uncles. I rushed in and shyly whispered in her ear, not wanting to make a scene, "Grandma, the oven's on fire." She mistook my warning for a game of telephone and whispered into my uncle's ear, "The oven's on fire, pass it on." By the time the message made it down the line to the end of the couch, my mom must have come in and alerted them to the situation.
They thought she was playing a game of telephone.
I love that grandma so much. She's like, "Oh yeah, you want to have fun? I'll have fun with you." Okay. Not listening to the actual message at all.
Yeah.
Says, I don't remember how the situation was resolved, but I distinctly remember my aunt being disgruntled about her erstwhile loaf of bread. Happy holidays, and don't forget to check the oven for potential hazards before preheating. Madeline, she, her.
Man, this is the first house that we've ever lived in where we didn't have to store the baking trays in the oven because there was never room. So you'd preheat your oven and always have to take out a hot-ass baking sheet. Or,
in my case, an old piece of pizza.
Oh, no.
so many times in my life. I've opened the oven because I cook every 2 months or something. And I'm like, what the hell is that? And it's just like a preserved, petrified piece of pizza that I reheated and forgot about.
I love that. My granddad was in the CIA.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. I am in the middle of catching up in the pod, and I just listened to Minisode 184, where you said to keep the CIA grandpa stories coming. I am sure you've moved on to different topics since July 2020, but please humor me, my story.
We have not.
We haven't.
We haven't moved. We don't go topic to topic. All topics are on the table.
That's right. Time is a flat circle.
That's right.
Growing up, my dad's family was always somewhat aloof. They lived abroad for most of my dad's childhood in various European countries. So I always brushed off the distant behavior, thinking, I guess that's just how people in Europe are. The story was that my granddad was in the state service. He was very gifted with languages and was hired by the State Department after serving in the army in World War II. My dad's family lived in Finland, Italy, Belgium, and Brussels. Everywhere they went, my Grammy connected the culture through their traditional foods. She was an amazing cook. And social traditions. And says they had some wild costume parties in Germany. And my dad and aunt alternated between international schools where their parents were living and boarding schools back in the States. At least this is the story I got.
Ooh.
Until one day I was driving in the car with my mom. I want to say I was in 10th grade. Somehow we got on the topic of my grandpa, and I made some comment about him being in the state service, to which my mom said, "You mean the CIA?" She was honestly surprised that I didn't already know, but I was a pretty self-absorbed teenager, so maybe it shouldn't have been that surprising. You got to admit it when it happens.
A pretty self-absorbed teenager, also known as a teenager.
That's right. Turns out being in the State Department was his cover, and he was in fact a member of the CIA. He was recruited straight out of the Army into what was then the OSS, Office of Strategic Services, and received his first international placement to Finland in 1955. It was an open secret in the family, but everyone knew better than to ask my granddad any direct questions about his service. This is my favorite of the few stories I did hear. While living in Italy in the late 60s and early 70s, there was an Italian spy that was holed up in an apartment, and my granddad was tasked with bringing him in. I don't know how the initial contact was made, but my granddad somehow befriended this man and even convinced the spy that he was from the same small Italian village by speaking their local dialect.
Oh, shit.
I know. Once their familiar bond was established, my granddad convinced him to turn himself over, which he did, and the two of them remained friends. He says, how? Question mark. Many of his spy stories went to the grave with him in 2018, but he did have other fun anecdotes, like the time LBJ visited Brussels while he was still vice president, and my granddad had to translate for him while he haggled with street vendors. Not all of the stories had happy endings, but somehow my grandpa kept his good humor through it all and was one of the silliest people I've ever known, oftentimes wearing fake noses as a joke. And then it says, maybe this collection of disguises should have been a tip-off?
Yes, it's like you look over, your grandpa's wearing the glasses, mustache, nose thing, and then it's like, is he in the CIA?
That's Stevie Cooper. What the fuck? Anyway, stay sexy, and maybe everyone should just ask their grandparents if they were in the CIA, just in case. Kelly.
So true, Kelly.
Everyone just go ask.
So crazy. Your grandparents and your great-grandparents could be anything. Yeah. And anything is possible.
And they were definitely cooler than you and probably smarter.
And also they didn't talk about stuff.
Yeah.
That was the traumatized past where it's like, keep it to yourself. No one cares.
Silent generation.
But we do care, silent generation. We do. We want to hear it. Capture your favorite summer feeling with Pandora Jewelry.
Discover a collection inspired by the sunshine, freedom, and unforgettable moments that make the season so special.
Whether you're planning a weekend getaway, gathering with friends, or simply soaking up every sunny day, Pandora Jewelry offers meaningful pieces designed to celebrate your unique story.
From sun-kissed metals that catch the light beautifully to personalized pieces ready to be engraved with your summer mantra, every detail is crafted to help you express yourself with confidence and style.
Explore charms, bracelets, rings, necklaces, and more, thoughtfully designed to complement every adventure and occasion.
Each design moves with you, from beach days and road trips to rooftop dinners, golden nights, and every memory in between.
Layer your favorite looks, mark life's meaningful moments, and create lasting reminders of a season you'll never want to forget.
Find the pieces that reflect who you are and where this summer takes you.
Shop Pandora Jewelry's new summer collection in-store or online at pandora.net and let your summer unfold. Goodbye.
The right piece of furniture can completely change your room.
And your life. It's amazing what one good couch can do for morale.
And that's why there's Article.
Article makes it effortless to create a stylish, long-lasting home at an unbeatable price.
They take great care in curating their collection, focusing on pieces that stand the test of time. There's no filler. Every item is chosen for its craftsmanship, design, and lasting value.
And with Article's 30-day satisfaction guarantee, you can shop with confidence, knowing that if you're not completely in love with your new furniture, you can easily return it.
I recently needed to replace my old outdoor dining room table and chairs, so of course I went straight to Article. They have the Sarik outdoor dining set. I got it in khaki green. It's such a cute, like minty green. It looks so good in my backyard. I can't wait to have alfresco dinners all summer. You know, we can carve pumpkins on it in fall. It's so beautiful. Article knocked it out of the park once again.
Article's offering our listeners $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
To claim, visit article.com/murder, and the discount will be automatically applied at checkout.
That's article.com/murder for $50 off your first purchase of $100 or more.
Goodbye. Summer's for adventures, road trips, and adding a whole lot of miles to your car.
That's why it's worth stopping at Valvoline Instant Oil Change first.
If you need an oil change, make the smart stop at Valvoline Instant Oil Change before you hit the highway.
Their trained techs can help you get road trip ready with an oil change and an 18-point maintenance check included with every oil change, checking your tire pressure, wipers, lights, and more.
That means they're checking important things before you're halfway to your aunt's house with no cell service.
And these aren't just any techs. Valvoline Instant Oil Change techs complete over 270 hours of training, so your car's in capable hands.
The best part, you can stay in your car and you're in and out in about 15 minutes.
So before your next long summer ride, pull into Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Change wisely. Goodbye.
Here's a great one. Subject line, hidden treasures in wedding gifts. Hello, ladies, gents, folks, and all things listening. Let's get right into it. I was listening to Minisode 371, and there was a story about money that was hidden in a hat and thrown away. Remember that one? Mm-hmm. It was the, Navy hat?
Yeah.
This reminded me of when my husband and I received an unusual gift for our wedding, and we still laugh to this day about the mistake we made. A little backstory. My husband is a chef and has worked in kitchens for a very long time. He started helping with dishes and worked his way to a position where he is now running a full kitchen. That's huge. Yeah. You start as the dishwasher.
Amazing.
The hardest work there is.
Yeah.
And everybody right now on an oil rig is like, fuck you. Okay. A few years before we got married, maybe around 2016, he was working a desk job for the one and only time in his life. While doing so, he continued to help out some friends who were cooking at a local bar and restaurant. He picked up shifts here and there to help with prep and dishes for a little extra cash and, of course, a little more time with his friends. He had these grimy work shoes that he kept tucked away in the basement of the restaurant, so he always had them when he picked up shifts. After he was done working there, he left the shoes behind and simply forgot about their existence. 3 years later, and we were getting married, and our friends from that restaurant oh so kindly packaged up my husband's gross, abandoned basement dishwashing shoes for our wedding gift. He completely forgot that they had existed, and I hadn't seen them in years and wouldn't have even recognized them. We opened the gift, we laughed when we realized what they were, and quickly tossed them in the garbage that was taken to the curb that night.
Oh, no.
The next day, we texted our friends to say thank you for the laugh. They were quick to ask if we appreciated the actual gift, ... Actual gift? Oops, it turns out they hid a very generous amount of cash in one of the shoes as our wedding gift.
Don't do that.
Put it on the card. Put it on the card. Those shoes were long gone as the trash had been picked up, and to this day, our friends don't know twice about us throwing away their money.
Oh, God.
They might now. We said a very gracious thank you, which, not to be picky, but it's spelled gratuitous, which makes me laugh really hard.
Gratuitous, thank you.
I know they mean gracious. We said a very gracious thank you and hid our shame of throwing out the real gift along with the trash shoes. Stay sexy and don't hide money in things that are obviously trash.
No.
And in parentheses, it says, and don't throw away wedding gifts without thorough inspection. And that's from Carlisle, she, her.
Oh, I feel like I would have told them.
I know, me too.
Just like blurted it out.
Oh, you mean busted yourself for having thrown them away?
Yes, that I would have been that guy. But those people should have fucking, put it in the fucking card.
now I have to write the card. It's going to say something like, here's a little remembrance of a time past, but also something that'll help you in the future, something like that.
In the toe of the left shoe. Oh my God.
As gross as these are, put your hands inside of them and feel around for money.
I've done dishes at restaurants before that your shoes just like don't stand a chance. It's fucking disgusting. The end of the night, your like socks are wet. It's so gross.
Also, are you like sweaty and hot with all the hot water?
Yeah. And I was the waitress too. So I have to run upstairs to the restaurant, be like, can I take your order and wash your dishes?
Can I do it all for you?
Yeah. It was a rough time.
Well, way better now, Georgia. Real quick, newsflash. You're here now.
Oh, thank God. And I've never done a dish again. Everything's fine.
Sorry, Vince.
No, he doesn't do them either. We just throw them away. No, what if
paper plates for you guys.
That's right. Okay. I thought they were staring because I was hot.
Oh.
I have a lot to say, but I'm afraid of you making fun of me for sending a long email. So I love you, blah, blah, blah. Let's get into it.
Oh, now I absolutely have to make fun of this person.
You recently asked for, quote, I thought everyone was looking at me and they were stories. And I gasped with joy. Smiley face.
Yay.
I'm from Southern California, where I went to UC Irvine and worked at the little dingy discount Woodbridge movie theater, where I fucking literally grew up watching movies. And my brother and sister worked there in high school.
That's your home. It's Georgia's home movie theater.
It's my home movie theater. And they wrote, Georgia, insert potential personal anecdote. So thank you. It's like, you know me.
They know how to write for this show.
That's right. I moved to Chicago 2 years ago to pursue my passion for theater. One day I was living my mid-20s city girl fantasy with my big over-the-ear headphones, listening to YouTube probably, with a cute little outfit and an over-the-top eye makeup look. I stepped onto the L train feeling good. I noticed that there was a strange faint alarm sound going off, and I figured it was some fluke happening in another train. The train still pulled out of the station, so it must have been fine. As soon as I sat down, I noticed that there were a few people staring at me. But naturally, I assumed they were looking because of how absolutely gorgeous I looked.
That's right.
A minute or so passes, and I realize now that the whole train car is staring at me, and they do not look happy. Well, obviously, the only reasonable explanation for this was that they were a bunch of traditionalists who were judging how I looked because they wished that they could look as hot and confident as I do. God, I fucking know that feeling, that 20s feeling of like, fucking, you wish you were me.
White knuckling confidence. Yeah.
Right.
Confidence revenge.
I was shaken, but I wasn't going to let these jealous strangers ruin my day. As I looked back down into my lap, I noticed a light coming from my bag. With headphones still over my ears, I rummaged through my bag. And then I hear it. The loudest alarm known to man coming from my bag. My security chain had somehow become detached from itself, triggering the alarm. You know those motherfuckers? They're so...
like insane sounding.
I'm talking loud, like reverberating within the train car. Cover your ears loud. I quickly put the pieces back together to turn off the alarm and flashing light and rode the rest of the way in shame, avoiding eye contact with the other passengers. I guess it just goes to show that sometimes your shit does stink. Stay sexy and maybe don't always assume that people are looking at you to admire your beauty, or do. Probably do. It's a much more fun way to live. Audrey, she, her.
Audrey, congratulations, because I think you handled that beautifully. Yeah. If I was on that train, I would have walked up and gotten the brand name of those headphones because she couldn't hear that.
That's right.
Where'd you get those headphones, girl?
Humility. You got to have it in your 20s or you just end up being a fucking asshole your whole life.
I mean, that's how you get it, is going through your 20s.
Right.
It's just like you're there pretending to be an adult and it's like, no, wrong, incorrect. You fucked it up again. And it's like by the time you're 30, you're just like, I have no idea what's going on. Well, we've done it again.
That's it? Oh, wow. Okay. Well, wow. Thanks, guys, for writing in. Please write in if you want to at myfavoriteMurder@gmail.com.
And we appreciate your participation, whether it is by actively writing something or just listening, passively listening and relating.
Sure. That's part of it. You know, it's kind of part of the podcast. Just keep listening. So
listening is a huge part of podcasts. So we appreciate it. Stay sexy.
And don't get murdered.
Goodbye.
Elvis, do you want a cookie?
This has been an Exactly Right production.
Our senior producer is Alejandra Keck.
Our editor is Aristotle Acevedo.
This episode was mixed by Liana Squilacci.
Email your hometowns to myfavoritemurder@gmail.com.
And follow the show on Instagram and Facebook at myfavoritemurder and on Twitter at myfavemurder. Goodbye.
Calling all amateur detectives and podcast obsessives.
Virgin Voyage's second true crime voyage sets sail March 20th, 2027 for a 5-night escape to Grand Turk and the Beach Club at Bimini.
As part of the On Air at Sea collection, this immersive sailing brings together fan favorite podcasts, including Disgraceland, Buried Bones, and Wisecrack, for live recordings, behind-the-scenes access, exclusive meet and greets, and crime-themed programming that you won't find anywhere else.
All aboard our award-winning, kid-free ships.
Head over to virginvoyages.com/truecrime to secure your spot.
Goodbye.
Let me ask you something. You want your car to last longer, run smoother, perform better. I'm talking about your engine. I've got something good for you. Seafoam Motor Treatment. Seafoam helps your engine run smoother and last longer. It's easy to use. Just pour it in your gas tank. That's it. It works while you drive. No extra steps, no tools needed. If your car's been acting up, rough idle, no power, burning through gas, it might be time. Seafoam is an easy first step to help bring that performance back. And this isn't something new. Seafoam has been trusted by mechanics for over 75 years, and why millions of people use it every day to keep their engines running strong. Pick up a can of Seafoam today at your favorite auto parts store and keep moving forward with confidence. Seafoam, pour it in and power on.
The 2026 RAV4 Limited with a panoramic moonroof. Toyota RAV4 is not responsible for the new exotic hairstyle you end up with if you get used to driving the RAV4 Limited with the panoramic moonroof and windows open. We recommend bringing hairspray if you want to keep the look. The 2026 RAV4 is serious fun.